the 2018 World Cup. What happened to them?
They lost in the final on penalty.
Now Argentina have brought themselves into the same equation, claiming that they want to undo history. They want to do what Brazil did in 62. But you see, and this is where the gods of history will intervene in this matter and tell you that, look, hold it there. And when the tournament expanded to 48, expanded from 24 to 32, all that period, nobody has been able to defend it. You cannot defend it.
But an expansion to 48 is a new era.
You see, new era came in 82, 24 teams.
Yes.
New era came in 98, 32 teams. Still nobody defended it. So at this point, how Spain will find a way to get their key players performing on match day is what is important.
Yeah. Because
historically, and when you pay attention to numerology, you see, and pay attention to trend analysis, it is in their bag. Argentina cannot defend the title. Historically, the records are there for all to see. You see, you can insult me on social media, I don't mind. I have not gone into tactics. I have not gone into player.
So you just say that.
I have not gone into who is coaching who, which coach has sense, which coach is intelligent. No.
So you are arguing based on patterns.
You see, yeah, patterns, history, trends. Yes. And you see, spiritually, Spain are in a good place.
Spiritually,
look, have you seen the opponents Spain took out?
Who did they take out?
Portugal.
They took out Portugal. Belgium.
France. You see the quality of the teams they played.
But Argentina have also not taken out.
It takes
slouches.
It takes a team with strong spiritual fortification to see a team like France and prevent them from scoring a single goal. You see, you see, this one is not a fluke. Remember my Champions League, Arsenal versus PSG.
I remember you said Arsenal were not going to win.
So maybe,
but right now it's just two.
Oh, no,
it's just two.
I've done a lot of predictions and they've happened.
But you've also had your fair share of.
Oh, that one, you see, only Black Stars wanted to disgrace me that time.
I remember Madagascar.
You see, but you see, the world's prophet was spot on when it got to the biggest stage, the World Cup.
Yeah.
The biggest stage in Europe, the Champions League. And a few other times, even in the Premier League, where I called it for Arsenal as far back as January. You understand? You see, people must begin to understand that the world's prophet is here.
The world's prophet.
It's at Sporty FM. You see? Nathan, let's read. You said read the prophecies. Well, Ghana. Okay, so let's go into that story.
Ghana Web says World Cup reality versus prophecy. How Ghanaian prophets got it wrong.
Okay.
Now they start the story with a Bible verse. Numbers 23:19 says God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should change his mind.
Yes.
Does he speak and not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? The story says, ahead of the World Cup, several Ghanaian pastors and prophets made bold predictions about the tournament, the Black Stars and the eventual champions.
Okay.
While some of these prophecies generated widespread attention and excitement, many failed to materialize, attracting criticism and ridicule from sections of the public. Okay, now it goes on to say the first one. So this one, they quote Prophet Nigel Gazy, who said that South Africa would be going home early. And then he said, quote, so he posted on Facebook, June 18, quote, South Africa will be the first country to exit the tournament. I pray for them to win. End quote. As it turned out, South Africa qualified from the group, got kicked out of the round of 32.
Yeah.
And then he also said, World Cup may be postponed. Now, during his church's watch night service, December 31 last year, he said that God had revealed to him that the World Cup could face disruptions.
Okay.
But he said, quote, I saw in America lots of jets in the skies. If we don't pray, the World Cup may not come on, or maybe may be postponed, or there will be a problem with the one in America. So
that was if we don't pray. Okay. So
the caveat is there if we don't pray. And you know, the Bible has told us that if they are meant to pray, there's a God to listen. So maybe there were prayers.
Yeah.
Now, another one, Prophet Eric Boahin Uche. he said in May 2026 that the Black Stars would lose all 3 games. And he said the Black Stars were spiritually weak.
Hey.
And required prayers and divine intervention. That's something you had been saying
Yes,
in the build-up.
In the build-up to the World Cup.
That the players needed to fortify themselves spiritually.
Yeah.
And that strange things would happen.
That is true.
In the build-up to the competition.
You're right.
Now, he said, quote, Ghana should come and see me. They will lose all 3 matches in the competition. I'm not joking. With humility, they should come for consultation so I can help. It is the spirit that we use to play football. In the spiritual world, the team is weak. When the matches are about to be played, I will come and tell the scoreline. When I said they would lose the friendlies, they lost them, right? End quote. Now, Ghana did defeat Panama, and then, some people went after the man of God, criticizing him and all of those things.
Okay.
And he said after the victory that he maintained that the outcome had changed because members of his church fasted and prayed, therefore averting the prophecy.
Right.
So that is what he said. Now, Prophet Stephen Adum Chedia, he predicted Ghana's win over England.
Okay.
Now, he addressed his congregants on June 21, 2026, and he said Ghanaians would experience greater celebrations than the one they had after Panama. And he said, just look at how Ghanaians were excited after Ghana's win the previous match. Then imagine the one that is coming. End quote. However, Ghana played a goalless.
Right.
So I don't know what happened in the realm of the spirit.
Maybe he said Ghana would win a point.
Yes. Because people did celebrate.
Yeah, we celebrated. We celebrated that point. Yeah, because it took us to 4.
Yes.
Yeah, we celebrated.
And 4 was the magic number.
Right.
Anyway, other prophecies. Prophet Elisha Anani of Charismatic Praise Ministry International, he also confidently predicted that Ghana would defeat England. And he was speaking on Sankofa Radio. He said, "Coach, they should write down the 41st minute. Ghana will score against England and win the match before the 90th. I've seen it, and I'm not here for Ghanaians to insult me. Ghana is going to score and win. Simple." End quote. However, the game ended in a draw.
Right.
Now, if you go to another one, Prophet Telvin Ajesowa.
Yeah,
and I've asked Immortal.
Yeah.
We asked Immortal to try and get us Prophet Ajesowa. Immortal never got us Prophet Ajesowa.
Prophet Soa, yeah.
So it's important. Now, he's head pastor of the Prophetic Life Embassy.
Okay.
And he also said that Ghana would defeat England and it would be Declan Rice who would score the own goal.
Oh, okay.
But ultimately, that didn't happen.
Right.
In his prophecy was the one he stated that Ghana would colonize England and all, but that didn't happen. So Ghana got a point.
I think I saw that video.
Right? Now, Apostle Richard Kwame Owusu, he predicted that Argentina would win the World Cup. He's the founder of Jelem Chapel International, and he said France would finish 3rd. Said Argentina and Spain will play in the final. Argentina will beat Spain. Spain will become 2nd. France will be 3rd. So the young men should bring their tithe to Jelem.
Okay.
End quote. He said in a viral sermon.
So was it going to be a special tithe for
I don't
Argentina winning the cup?
I don't know.
Or maybe he was expecting the young men to listen to Sporty Breakfast and put their money on Argentina, 2 of us, so that when they win big, like Immortals $1.5 million, they can bring their tithe to. What's the name of it?
He said Jelem Chapel International.
I'm sure. Maybe,
it is JELEM. I don't know whether it's Jelem or Yelem.
He wanted the boys to put it on it. You understand? The boys and girls put it on it. And then yesterday, how would the boys bring their tithe now?
Anyway, I don't know. Let's proceed. Spiritual leader Nana Ayebiafo. Is it Jenana? Or Jenana? Whatever. That's the name I see here.
Yeah.
He said Argentina would win the World Cup. So let me give you a clue. Quote, let me give you a clue about the World Cup. Argentina, Spain, and France will be the finalists, and Argentina will win. End quote. Well, that did not happen.
Okay. I got the Argentina, Spain, France last 4. Okay.
Yeah. You know, in our pre-tournament predictions, I said Argentina. No, I said France, Spain in the final.
Okay.
But
France will win it.
No, I said Spain would win.
Oh, okay.
Did I say France would win?
Okay.
Let me check.
No, I mean,
who would win the World?
I think a lot of people called it for Spain.
Yes, I said Spain. I said Spain will win in our pre-tournament prediction when we did the graphic.
Okay.
I said Spain will. You came closest to the final call.
I went Spain, England.
You said Spain, England. Yeah. Yes, I said France, Spain. In the final, and then it would be Spain to win.
Argentina stopped.
And then Argentina destroyed
England. Yeah.
Anyway, so another one, Prophet Eric Bahin Uche again. He, even though he didn't get the Ghana bit right, he predicted that Spain would win. The World Cup. So he made two prophecies.
Now, Prophet Uche, you have to see him so that we compare. No.
Right. He said Spain would win the World Cup. So that is that in terms of prophecies that were said.
See, Nathan, all those who listened to me on Friday and went heavy on Spain and have decided not to bring their tie. I'm watching
to the altar.
I'm watching all of them. I'm watching all of them because I was very sure that Spain will lift this trophy.
Yep.
So why not?
They should bring tithe. Yes, they should bring the tithe to the house of the Lord.
Even if they don't find me, they should just drop it on the altar. Yes, the altar is downstairs.
They can leave it at the altar. Yes. Because they say that you cannot go and see the man of God.
Otherwise, the next 2 or 3 will be poison.
It will be poison for who? Poison for who? Wait, poison for who?
They'll go and put it on it and to turn into Drake's prediction.
Drake went, he backed Argentina.
Yeah, he backed Argentina. And then people say, hey, Drake has scared Argentina. You know.
Talk about that. You know that very popular United fan on X-Ray?
Yeah.
The guy who they say when he predicts, it goes. Who did he? What was his prediction? I'm trying to figure out.
I think Argentina. Yeah.
I don't think any England fan would support Argentina.
Let me check. I'll check.
Anyway, your comments are welcome. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. Now, Rexona is made for you, is made for motion. Rexona's motion sense technology has microscopic capsules that sit on your skin and burst with friction as you move, releasing extra bursts of freshness for every step you take and every move you make. Choose Rexona, choose protection that moves with you. Now, your comments are welcome. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. You can send in your comments. I would love to hear from you. Your thoughts on Spain winning the 2026 World Cup. What were your favorite moments of the World Cup? And what do you think of, for you, what is the biggest takeaway? What is the biggest takeaway? Those are the questions for the morning, right? Your favorite moments of the World Cup, your thoughts on Spain winning the World Cup, and what was the biggest takeaway for you? You can send us a WhatsApp message, 054-257-1061. Immortal, should we open the lines? Maybe we should open the lines, right? 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. Give me a call. I'd like to hear from our listeners. Call the number 054-257-1061, 030-279-4805. Okay, I think we have a caller on the line. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning, Nathan.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing expensive.
You are doing what?
I'm doing expensive.
You are
I'm doing expensive this morning.
You are doing extensive this morning.
Mr. Ray, hope you are doing great.
Super. I'm doing good.
Yeah, you are super. Yeah. Everybody is super this morning. Everybody is super. Nathan, everybody is super. Nathan.
Yes.
This prophecy. I mean, God, they play football.
I mean, I don't know.
Some of these are religious leaders are making actually. The people are making so much of Christians. Charlie, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see any Islamic leader? Charlie, do this.
Oh,
Nathan. Charlie, what is this Western influence? Because of trend, you want to prophesy a football match. Go to the church and go and preach the word of God. You take the prophet into football. What is all this, Nathan? What is all this? Yeah, it's only Ghana that you say this. It's only Ghana that you are making that pastors are making the prophet look so Charlie. It's serious. Do you see any imam coming out to come and say that? Like they are making people to make mockery of Christians than nowadays. The way they did some of these pastors are cool. But I mean, I'm not a prophet. And see, I predict matches. See, if you work against my voice, I said Argentina will not go to score a goal in this match.
Okay. When did you say this? Friday?
I said it even 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
Okay. You people can check your record and see. I said that Argentina will not go to score a single goal.
Okay.
In the final. It's not about prophecy. It's about me weighing the match and seeing that Argentina will not going to get any chance in this match. Because playing against Spain with other quality. Now against 11. Because Messi without the ball will offer nothing. And watching Spain having all the ball, there was no way they were going to give Messi any chance of really playing off the ball. And to make matters worse, Argentina went the whole 120 minutes without even playing a goal on target.
Yeah.
You know, go and stand in front of a church and go and take prophecy. God has given this, God has given this, which you really know that God has not sent this to you. Huh? It's that time. See, you have to relegate some of these churches in Ghana. Like the way the Rwanda president did.
Okay.
Some of the churches.
Easy. I beg you. For all you
know,
you see, for all you know, look, maybe nobody knows what they saw. But anyway.
They didn't say anything.
How
do you say
Anyway.
They didn't say anything.
Anyway. So,
what all these predictions? We are not perfect too, but we watch the thing. We predict based on the game.
But
because of trend. Because of trend, every pastor wants to make a distinct prophecy.
Okay. Emmanuel.
Which they know they are lying.
Okay, it's all right. You let's move
on. They know they are lying.
Let's move on. Let's move
on.
On.
That was a nice match yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a nice match. And you can't play a horrible football and you want to win the football won yesterday.
Okay, all right.
Football won yesterday. Charlie.
Emmanuel,
and
thank you. Let me bring other callers. All right, thank you. All right, 054-257-106. 054-257-1061. I don't know if I have a call on the line. Hello? Okay, not yet. All right, this is still the Sporty Breakfast. Let me take another caller. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. All right, Patrick Fro saying.
From Alfred.
All right, Alfred, please go ahead. Okay. Okay.
Argentina and I don't Argentina without me, so we knew the number 2. What's in my assembly and better maybe, sir? In better maybe, and I said, Mr. Blaster, Simon, Puma sponsor me.
Doing
Puma sponsor Blaster me.
Yes.
Number 7, almost just in our mission. And purpose for Blaster and Guana, man count.
A man also count national teams in now.
I say, almost just no mission, no question, I'm just in a old just in no mission.
And then look at me, Nim said, new kids, and say, Black Stars in Crown, or more, say, man, can when the GFA pen a bit to me at 20. Your baby saw more. No, yes. Now, they are calling the head time. They want to say, man, as a boom at Jim, and you always know, I could see Black Stars and Kuana, all the teams, you know, which are just other teams, no, show me just enough. Different, the Blaster just in a different, but the other just is near. Say,
I say hajin pa we say muhwe na muye mu dwuma pa mai and Kumasi phone say me ka da fu Kumasi
yeah te Kumasi infa na offer free
me free stage of
Asokwa
I mean me boy no man yibia ma Kumasi for ma yibia ma ye na ya ka
that's a World Cup year ba Kumasi finals in Niamma but yate with this new season here baby you better have Kumasi
but we Kumasi for me ndimu wa gbo kura
yate ya
we twe ndimu wa gbo kwa ye hwe mu pa ye ti mu pa ye ni ma na ye
sa ya damasi baby
ya mo la nse shi wo press wo ble papa
say o so bia person no so can be nti o be any den sa ba ya when your chance nti ya da pa chairman ya da
no obi sim press
ya da all right 8:15 this is still the Sporty Breakfast. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning, Nathan.
Yes, good morning.
Aviator pilot from Satellite.
All right. Aviator pilot.
Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry. The name always makes me laugh. Anyway, please go ahead, Mr. Aviator pilot. Please.
Yo, Charlie, this morning, I'm only here to appreciate you guys. Like, starting of this tournament, I heard a lot of radio stations saying, they are going to give commentary on every single match. So at times, especially midnight, I intentionally turn my radio stations to those stations just to see where they are going to do what they say they are saying.
Yeah.
But they were nowhere to be found. But I think all the 104 matches that were played, I never missed a single one, and I listened to all of them in Sporting FM.
Okay, all right.
And midnight, 1 a.m., 12 a.m., you hear your commentators will be giving commentary at that time.
Yeah.
And you'll be here Nami and co. Especially this Abigail.
Okay.
At that midnight. Oh, Charlie, you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Indeed, you are voice of sports.
Thank you.
And keep it up.
Thank
you. We pray that God will bless all of you.
Amen.
And do and grant all your heart desires.
Amen. May God
thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. 054-257-1061 054-257-1061. This is the Sporty Breakfast. Let me check if you have a call on the line. Hello. Okay, not yet. All right, let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning, Nathan.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Ruben calling from La Paz.
All right, Ruben, please go ahead.
Yeah, so you guys are doing a good job. I'd like to commend you. And so always having in mind that you wake up and listen to Raymond and Nathan is refreshing. And so I'd like to commend you guys for the good work you are doing.
All right, thank you.
However, my only challenge has to do with the allocation of time for callers.
Okay.
I don't know if something can be done about it, because sometimes we, the callers, we are very repetitive, especially the first caller. He kept repeating prophets, sometimes nauseating, I beg you, if you could allocate maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes for callers so that some of us wouldn't have to struggle to be, not necessarily because I want to be picked, but at least so that it keeps the show going, it makes us very lively and active and so on and so forth.
Okay.
But for Argentina, I think that it was definitely there for them to struggle for it. And Spain obviously needed to win it, and they won it. So I played the whole World Cup final without a single shot on target. I don't know if that's a record as well. That needs to be put on record as well, if that's the record they've made. Because if it were to be the positive one, it would be all over. So if it's negative, they should also make sure it's made public for people to know that throughout the World Cup, it's only Argentina who played the final and had no shots on target. My regard to Raymond. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Your comments are welcome on 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello?
Yeah, Nathan.
Yes.
Morning.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I've never called your station for this my first time.
Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Sam from Koforidua.
All right, please go ahead, Sam.
I think 40 FM has done a very brilliant, yeoman's job. And we're grateful for the commentary. But there are a few observations I made. A very beautiful session throughout the whole World Cup time, but I realized that because our children listen and all that, we pay attention to grammatical errors and all that. Most of the commentators were confused about first person, second person, and third person, pronouns and nouns, and running all over the place, taking words and throwing words like that. But, fluency is not good grammar. And so I think the only shortcoming was everything was nice, and a few of them have accents. A few of the commentators had accents. So when they speak, they either don't want to open their mouth or they wish with the words, and you hardly don't. And sometimes, in fact, the most observable one was Emmanuel Andam and Makion. During the England match, they pre-match discussion, they spoke during the match. They were still talking. Even when the goal came, we didn't hear it. They were still talking. The second minute the goal came. So I think that you need a technical, a good show director. You need some in-house training. I think these are young lads. They are trying. They are doing their best. But I think there should be some in-house training and orientation every now and then. So that means you can't say that Spain are attacking. Spain is a country. So if you say Spain are attacking,
no, but okay, hold on. You see, I agree with you on some of the points. This I agree slightly because it's common practice. When I listen to a lot of the commentators all over the world, I see that they interchange. Typically, I would say is, but I've heard commentators refer to teams and use are. So, at least from what I know, from my basic English grammar training, in such areas, you can always switch. The thing is about being consistent. But referring to a country or a team and giving them a plural verb is something that's very, very common. Like even when I read the foreign portals, when I listen to the BBC, TalkSport, Sky, wherever.
So you go like Spain is a country, right?
Uh-huh.
And Spain has a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the team is playing for Spain.
No problem. And I'm saying, relax. And I'm saying that, for example, I can open.
Can I land? Maybe I don't know if there's
I get your.
The way grammar is not.
And I'm saying that, Chief. You see, I get the point you are making. So the premise.
Can be used interchangeably. Is that what you are saying?
And relax. Listen to what I'm saying. So I gave you context. I'm saying the context I'm giving is that is very true. But when you enter the realm of sports, and I've seen this back and forth switch done so many times. When I listen to commentators, for example, on the BBC, Sky, a lot of the international portals, even in online writing, when it comes to sports, a lot of them switch. A lot of them switch between the singular and the plural. I'm not saying that in your conventional English grammar class, when you say Spain, it is, how do I even say, you have to use a plural verb. I'm not saying so, but I'm just saying that in the context of sport, I've seen this switch between singular and plural being done.
Okay, listen, I hear you. But check the accent. Tell them to take off the accent. You speak very well. I followed you from City. You are yourself. Raymond is himself. Tell them that the accent does not help anybody. They see themselves.
But you see, that is how somebody speaks. I can't tell the person to
no,
speak
you see,
in a
when
different
somebody
way.
has a borrowed accent, you know, my brother, when somebody has a borrowed accent, you know, tell them to be themselves, to speak well, open their mouth, so that we can hear them speaking well. And all the, accent and all that, they watch too much Super Sports and Sky Sports. I don't know, but let them to be original. Simple. You guys are fantastic. There's no two ways. Nobody can take anything from you. But I think that the more you accept some, useful criticisms and inputs from other people, it will make you better people. You understand? But otherwise, Sporty, I've never been into sports. Sporty was the one station that made me love sports. So if I have any contributions, Charlie, I think it's in the right direction to bring it up to you so that, Charlie,
we can get better as to move on. Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Ray.
Yesterday, after Spain won the World Cup,
Yep.
what did we say? Spain is world champions.
No, clearly not.
Spain are world champions. Why?
Yeah, I get because
No, you see, in the context of football,
that's
when we say Spain are attacking, there are 11 players on the pitch.
so you refer to them as 1-1-1-1 up until 11 as a group.
You get it. So
Anyway.
they are attacking.
It's fair. Real, a lot of people
I mean,
don't
it's-
quite get that, but that's okay.
you know,
That is
I
fair. That's
mean-
why I explained.
Well, in football context, I mean,
Uh-huh.
editors always have this challenge.
Yeah, you know all of that. Anyway,
And
let
you would
me
have to
take this
explain,
caller. Yeah.
I mean-
let me take this caller. It's chill, Charlie. Hello.
That's my guy.
Yes, sir.
That's my old.
Chief, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Oh, brother, buddy, bro.
All right, please go ahead.
Good morning to Raymond Immortal.
Okay.
I mean, Immortal in my blood.
Immortal do what?
In my blood.
Okay.
Hey,
Your
Raymond,
friend
this
is
is
on the
spiritual
line.
man.
Yeah, chairman, please go ahead.
Spiritual man.
Raise the spiritual man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is spiritual man. Hey, tell you, I want to find audio talk. Hey, Charlie, Raymond is a solid guy. Charlie, you know, before the game, me as a Messi fan, you see, I support Messi. I say Messi should win this one. But since Messi don't win this one, it doesn't change anything. The debate in there is gone since 2022. We are after that debate in the day, we are all it's not debate anymore because we done that since 2022. So since you know win it, I'm happy that the young boys, there's Barcelona boys, the young boys, they have chance to win it. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy for them. Secondly, my player win, which is Rodri, is coming to City as a World Cup winner. My brother, that's cool. That's cool.
Who's
So
this?
whatever happens.
Who's coming to
We take
City
it- we
as
take
a
them like
World
that.
Cup winner?
Pardon?
No, you are saying something. You said somebody's coming to City as a World Cup winner.
Yeah, Rodri.
Rodri, okay.
Yeah, so it's cool. We are happy. We are all happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. No, I'm going through. I've seen the comments. Some of the comments under the tweet of your video. Oh man. Oh, this is quite interesting. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Yo, Nathan,
Yes.
Aviator Pilot.
Yes, you are back.
Yes, I'm back.
You won't allow other callers to speak. Okay, please
No.
make your point quickly so others can also speak.
Okay. Nathan, every commentator has he or her own ways of giving a commentary. You see, those great commentators that we have been talking about them day and night, they all have their own ways of giving a commentary. So if a commentator is giving a commentary, I don't have a problem with how he or she will put it. Okay, I don't have a problem with it. I observed something about Kelvin. Anytime he's coming to give you a commentary, he will say something. He will say something like a little of a story, and before he starts with a commentary, it's not the same as Nami.
Okay.
It's not the same as Michael or Abigail. So I don't have problem with that. I don't have problem with that. English is not going away.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Aviator Pilot. Anyway, time check is 8:29. Immortal, should we take a few more calls? Okay. All right. We'll be hearing from Coach Kwabena Danso in a bit. But let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning. My name is Amejo, calling from Abuja District.
All right. Please go ahead.
Sporty FM, you are the best.
Thank you so much.
Okay, even though Spain won, but my best team for the tournament is Kembe.
Oh, your best team from the tournament was Cape Verde.
Yes, to me.
Okay, all right. That's an interesting one. I didn't expect that one. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay.
Cape Verde getting a lot of love from this caller. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Your comments are welcome. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. You can equally give us a call. I'd love to hear from you via the call line. Let me take this one. Hello.
Hello, Mr. NQ.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Eric calling from Ashama.
All right, Eric, please go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yesterday was a really great game. You know, it was tactically, it was up there, yo. And the coach, Spain's coach, yo. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan, yeah. So I didn't like the way he was benching Merino, my players. But yesterday match made it made me eat my words that this man really knew what he was doing. Because the game the Spanish people play, you need really like people who are really active. And yesterday the way they were playing the ball, like the possession was too much. My own Messi was in the game, but so Argentina couldn't play a shot on target. That was phenomenal. I really enjoyed the game, and I'm happy for my boys. I'm really, really happy that Zubimendi got to play in the final. He hasn't played all tournament long, and he had the opportunity to play in the final, and he did really great. So I'm so happy. It was a great watch. And Messi, there's nothing that you say about Messi that hasn't been said. He's just the goat. He has really done work for a 39-year-old to carry his team all along to the final. And I keep reminding that this tournament, they played 8 matches to get to the final. So it's not like the previous one. This one is a very intense one. So all of the team, both of the team really did well, and I enjoyed the game. And yesterday to the Belgium Grand Prix was amazing. You know, I got to watch it, and I enjoyed it. This Kimi boy, the way he drives, he doesn't drive like a teenager, because he has his mentality is really strong. No wonder he did an interview saying that Roger Federer told him to keep focused, because yesterday's drive was just example of that. Keeping focused, not mind what was at your back. Leclerc is on form, so you thought at a point his mentality would drop and he will go behind, but he didn't. And big ups to my team, McLaren, to especially Lando Norris, from P13 to P7. Although his pit stop failed him at some point, I was really gutted over. We take it like that and we move on. It was a great sporting weekend. I enjoyed it. Thanks to you, Sporty, too. Yeah, because you made us know what to expect during the weekend, and it was great. And big ups to Mr. Raymond. So I hope right now the World Cup is over. We are going to get the Sporty show, the Sporty F1 show back, and
Sporty F1 was live on Saturday morning. You missed.
Then I missed. Wow, I missed.
There's a repeat this morning. So.
Oh yeah. I know that this morning too.
So it's live. It's live. Yes. So it's live on Saturdays and Mondays. Yes.
Sure. Okay. Thanks. So have a great day. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you. 8:33. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Let me take a few more calls. We'll take Imota. How many calls are we taking before we get to coach down? So 4 more calls. Okay. So let's do the countdown. Let me take this caller. Hello. Okay. All right. I think there's somebody on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, Nathan.
Yes. Good morning.
Just calling.
Okay, Collins. Where are you calling us from?
Marina Lawrence.
Okay. All right. Please go ahead.
I predicted Argentina member. But it's good. But Rodri has become one of the 3 players to win the Ballon d'Or, Champions League, and a World Cup at the same time. Yeah, so that's one way.
Yeah.
only three players have done not that in football. So it's part.
Okay.
And in English football, only the Manchester clubs have produced a Ballon d'Or winner, Champions League winner, and a World Cup winner in the name of Rodri and Bobby Charlton. So English football is being held by the Manchester club. Yeah.
I see.
Have a good morning.
All right.
Yeah, is it not true?
Well, it is true. Rodri and Bobby Charlton, yes. So they've played for the two sides of Manchester.
In the Premier League, the Manchester club has won in more than all the cities in England. So
in terms of the World Cup.
No, in terms of the Premier League,
the Manchester clubs have won it more.
Yes, more. Yeah.
I'll have to.
They are the best in the country. So anything positive about English football, they are talking about Manchester, the city of Manchester.
Okay.
Move on the Monday, so it's going to be a long time for them to see something like this. So have a good morning.
All right, thank you. All right, let me take another call already. There are some very interesting messages. We'll get into that in a bit. Yeah, very, very interesting messages. We'll get into that. 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning.
All right, please go ahead.
Like Argentina, and about starting the game, the first 5 minutes to 10 minutes, Argentina were very good in possession of the game and all this, but all of a sudden they switched to that mentality, that aggressive, although we know them to be doing that. But I was really surprised. And you might think that you are the best team or that you have the best midfield until you meet Rodri, you know that you are no match. Rodri is a player I don't like because the Ballon d'Or took away from my very best player, Vinicius. But during this tournament, I saw something that you might think you have the best midfield. Until you meet Rodri, you know that you are no match. Because the Portuguese team never saw Rodri coming to do this to their best three midfielders. Like,
oh, hello. All right. Charlie, sometimes the lines, you are on now, then boom, it will start misbehaving. Let me take this caller. Hello? Hello? Okay, all right. 054-257-1061. 054-257-1061. Time check is 8:37. We'll take 2 more calls and then we'll get into Coach Kwabena Danso's session. Your messages are also coming in on 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller and then we move. Hello?
Hello, Nathan. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Solomon, calling from Achimota.
All right, please go ahead.
You know what I enjoyed yesterday?
Yeah, what was it?
I enjoyed football.
Okay.
Talking about Spain, they are the most dangerous teams you can find in this World Cup. And Argentina, another. So I was like sitting on the fence watching football.
Okay.
Not supporting anybody. I just support football. And I got it yesterday. Kudos to Spain. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Let me take the final caller for this part of the show, and then we will get into other things. Your messages are also coming through. All right. 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello? Yes. Yes, good morning. This is? Yes, Rich. Where are you calling us from, please?
Sherman.
Sorry?
Sherman.
Oh, okay. Please go ahead.
So, yesterday or last night, football won the game. Football won. You will be playing Takashi throughout the whole tournament. The country with most fouls. Country who were like padding with caution, padding with yellow card, padding with red card. Just favor from officiators. You are winning your match 5. And you are in the final 2, you lost. Look at what they are doing, especially
Leandro Paredes and Molina. That's bad. Argentina are bad losers. This is football. This is football. We are also supporting England. England didn't qualify. But look at what they were doing after the game. I was watching a video. We did that. Word was running, and then Molina just gave him a blue plan at the chest. Before I started that ball, you've been playing all this while, winning your matches against your opponents, and making mockery of them. You've lost the final. Look at what you're doing. It's not a bad losing. It's just to you guys. And this is, I hope you guys will be giving us the league.
Commentary on the Premier. Well, it's all part of all sporty, so don't worry. You will never miss out on the Premier League. So don't worry. We have you covered.
Thank you. And my regards to also yourself, Mr. Remo, aka Odi.
The world's prophet. We are singing our prophet.
All right. Thank you so much. Very interesting stuff. All right, let me go through some of the messages that have come in on 054-257-1061. Okay, let me take this last caller. Immortal, after this caller, please put a padlock on the line. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How are you doing?
Yes, we are fine, thank you.
I'd like to thank you people for making my World Cup experience very, very memorable.
Great. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm Kobe from Takrady.
All right, please go ahead.
Yeah, as I said, you people are great. And you are the only radio station I've ever called. I started as an adult.
Okay, I see.
But I'd like to, I've been praising you all the time I call. I'd like to chip in a suggestion.
Okay.
Your commentary. Your commentary is very good. And your analyzer is also very intelligent, up to point. But he talks way past the number of minutes analyzer should talk. I remember one of the matches, he talked and talked, and the goalkeeper, and he was the one who announced the goal. So, I'd like to say that you should tone down more. As an analyzer, just 3 or 4 sentences, and then you hand over to the main commentator. And thank you, and have a nice day.
All right, thank you. All right, time check is 8:42. Let me go through more of the messages. Coach Kwabena Danso will be joining us in a second. Earlom from Tema says the goal also came in the 16th minute of extra time.
16.
Wait, so they said...
I like the way my students are paying attention.
Yeah, so they said that's the 106th minute. Yes. So 60. So you are saying that the number is 16. Yes, 16. No problem. Let me go through some of the other messages. My producers, can we have more messages? All right. This one is Sports Messiah from Amasaman Fise says, great performance from the Spanish national team. They deserve to be world champions. Okay. It says proper DNA football. Interesting. All right. Let's move on. This one says Paredes got a red card after the game. So the prediction of the 2 red cards is right.
Oh, really? Let me check that.
Okay, double check for me.
Let me check that.
Double check for me. Asante Tano Kwesi Buja, coach educator and a CAF licensed coach, says if Ghana can't construct the best stadia, Ghana can upgrade the current stadia and invest more in grassroots football instead of only preparing for the next senior national team tournament. Interesting. More messages are welcome. 054-257-1061. This one says Spain are deserving of the world title. Remember, I made mention of the control of Spain nullifying Argentina's chaos. Just 2 shots in 120 minutes with none on target. What a terrible performance from Argentina. Sadiq sent that. This one says Argentina was always going to struggle against a possession-based team. They like to play on the edge and disrupt play with fouls. The quick releases and movements off the ball from Spain made that approach ineffective. The better team won. Congrats to Spain. I see. Yawa Sante from Osu. This one says, I'm happy Argentina lost. See them trying to win the World Cup with this unclean brand of football. And upon all the noise about Messi, he didn't even win a top award. The team that played clean football won. Argentina only thrived in chaos. That's the way they won most of their games. Well, some teams actually like the chaos. Some people like the chaos, right? Some people like the chaos. Some people have refined the chaos. I remember Jurgen Klopp and somebody describing his great Liverpool team as playing organized chaos.
Yeah.
Right? Where they don't like settled games. They like to turn the game into a back and forth. That's very different from some of the things Argentina like to do. And I always say that, there's a place in football for the dark arts. There's a place, that's why some teams specialize in it. Italy in their pomp used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Disrupt the game, they'll call a foul, waste time, slow things down. So it's all, you do these little things to give you a bit of an edge. What I didn't like about Argentina were the afters, the scuffles, the punching. It's just not necessary.
Yeah, so I'm reading from other portals that Paredes was shown a red card after the final whistle. But that's not captured in any of the match reports.
Yes, well, I have to check.
I'm sure. No, some portals have reported it.
Yeah. Anyway, Nia Jete from Agbobra says, about the prophecy, have you realized that, Charlie, now we are getting into these realms. He says, have I realized that there wasn't one from any of the Orthodox priests? Anyway, let's push. I don't want us to get into these matters. Anyway. Guys, more messages, please. Anyway, Timothy Ahodosu from Oyari Fateman, he says, we are not here to learn English grammar. They should allow the guys to do their work their own way if it is not against company policy. Anyway, no, I mean, the person is giving feedback, so it's okay. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's just, look, that's what the person hears. The person feels things will have to be done a certain way. Look, I've done this media work for a long time, right? My former boss will tell you that not every feedback is good feedback. Some feedback is noise. So if somebody says something, filter everything they say. If there's some good in it, take it. If not, move it on to the next thing. So that's okay. The person has given us his opinion on what he has heard. Yeah. The part that I disagreed, I laid it out on the table, right? To him. So that one, let's proceed. All right, let's move on. Immortal, let's move on from this prophecy type of things, because now we'll now get into realms where people will start to feel emotional about it. And I've told you that in this world, there are 3 topics to which people apply no logic. It is sports, politics, and religion. So once you start getting here, somebody will feel very slighted, and then they'll start to go down a certain emotional route. We don't want that. So let's proceed. This one says, Nathan from Castle says, as a fan of Ronaldo who enjoys Messi, it was sad to see how devastated Messi was. The Spanish team were so good that he was literally walking most of the times in the game. But he's done it all competitions, so it's not like it was only yesterday. I told someone on Friday that Spain would win because Argentina's only creative option was a 39-year-old, as compared to Spain, that had a very perfect team. They were cohesive from defense to attack. They could create a chance from nothing. Spain were smart enough not to engage physically, because that's what the Argentines thrive on. Paredes would have also been sent off. I don't know why some people think Rodri doesn't deserve the golden ball. He made the Spanish team click throughout the competition. He is that good. We saw the difference when he was subbed. Congrats to Spain. But what was that display from France in the first half of the bronze medal game? I stopped watching after the first half, only to check the result yesterday, and I noticed it was 6-4. I'm surprised Deschamps didn't use Marcus Thuram throughout the competition. I watched every second of that game. It was very pleasant to watch. Ben from Nungwa says, some of us are funny sometimes. You see, I told you that. Sometimes when callers say it will descend into read. Says the other caller said the Manchester clubs have won the most Premier League titles. So should we also put all the titles won by the London clubs put together. I told you one comment to descend into all kinds of things.
I know, right?
Clement from Tuteko Apim says, I've never been a fan of Rodri, but you might think you have the best team or the best midfield until you meet him. That guy is a beast. Argentina against Spain was just a polished form of Paraguay against France. Football won in the end. It says, what about the sudden death of one of the South African players? Well, the official word from South Africa is that the police are investigating. They found Jaden Adams dead in his residence, so they are investigating. This one says, I can't believe Argentina went an entire 120 minutes without a shot on target in the final of a World Cup. That was strange. This final was a lopsided one. Kobe from Takwa. I guess when you say that, you have to praise Spain.
Nathan,
yes.
No, let's go back to the attempts. Let's go back to the. I want to remind Nathan. I want to tell his happy.
Yeah, I saw.
You know why he sent that one? Do you know why he sent it?
It was on Friday.
Coach Nimli was looking for that.
Yes,
video.
the video. Yes.
It don't me to my song. Coach Nimli.
Charlie, I don't understand.
Shout out to Coach Nimli wherever you are this morning.
Anyway, 054-257-1061. You can send in your messages as well. Would love to go through that. Time check is 8:50. Coach Danson will be joining us. I don't know if he's ready. It looks like his
coach is ready. He's around. But you see, you know, Nathan, on yesterday's game, I think it was clear from the start that Argentina were going to suffer without the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, as a good friend will say, be prepared to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Our good friend Carlos Queiroz. And for most part of the game, they tried to nullify everything Spain threw at them.
Mm-hmm.
I think at a point in time in the game, Argentina knew their limitations. They knew they were struggling in the game. But what they were trying to do was, to as much as possible, force the game into penalty shootouts, where they believe Martinez can help them win.
Do you know what I think? This will sound crazy, but I think that if the game had gone to the shootout, Argentina would have won.
They could have found a way to win, because
I think Argentina would have won.
Martinez would have gotten under the skin of any Spain player was going to take a
I think that they would have won because of the mental side. Because imagine you've knocked on the door, it wasn't opened onto you, and then you go into the shootout. It will break you.
Yes, and then there's Martinez in front.
And then there's Martinez
with all his antics.
Yeah, so I just think that Spain did themselves a favor by not going to the shootout. I think the result would have been very different.
Yeah, it could have been different. So it could rank as one of the most boring World Cup finals. You know, very one-sided. All the action was from Spain. We didn't see too much of Lionel Messi in the game, but anytime he got onto the ball, you could see that was a very dangerous player they had in their fold. A lot of the players couldn't reason with him. You know, some passes he played, some of the players couldn't read the passes and all. It was just one of those days that nothing worked for Argentina. In the course of the tournament, they've dug themselves out of trouble most times, but it was it was just one of those games. And you know, in football, if it's not going to be your day, it's not going to be your day. You know, France had their own moment when they came up against Spain. I think Belgium also, Portugal. You know, any team that plays against Spain have their own experience. You know, they have their own story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not a very physical team. In fact, they're not physical at all. They just know how to move the ball around very well, and that is what worked for them yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They found their players each time they tried to make moves. It was just a fluid team. Rodri, without doubt, a very different kind of midfielder. He doesn't commit too many fouls. Mm-hmm. He's not your typical box-to-box midfielder. He tries to keep things simple, tries to get, players moving into spaces. It takes a lot of coaching and intelligent players to be able to execute in systems like Spain used. So full marks to them. I don't think that anybody can say Spain didn't deserve to win the World Cup. I don't think anybody can say that. Well-deserved winners of the World Cup. And, you know, full marks, full credits to De La Fuente and the work he's done with this team. And the sky's the limit for them. I'm sure a few players in there will be back for the next World Cup. Of course, they will be hosting it. So they would want to finally, you know, rewrite history, right? They would want to possibly be the first team to do a back-to-back when it comes to the World Cup. Fortunately for them, they'll have the entire Spain behind them. That is, I don't know what the schedule will look like, but if they have to get into the finals of any competition, maybe they would have the fans behind them.
Yeah.
We'll see if the magic numbers will work for them this time around. But I mean, I think any national team that's coming up against Spain should be worried. Any national team from this point on coming up against Spain should be worried. I think it's 38 without defeat for them at the moment, right?
Yeah, I think 38 without defeat.
Yeah, so we'll see how things go for them. But it was. I mean, the tournament itself, I'm struggling to pick up very, very, very low moments. I think every game, you know, you look at the 104 games, I think every game lived up to the billing. Almost every game. I can't remember a game that, you know, didn't deliver, didn't provide any sort of excitement. I think every game had something to offer. The fans turned up very well. And I mean, it's been a good World Cup. I'm sure after coach is done with his analysis of yesterday's game, we'll do a proper post-mortem of the entire World Cup. And, you know, we'll share some very interesting ideas, very interesting thoughts there.
Okay. All right, time check is 8:56. Coach Kwamina Danso is here. We'll be getting into the tactical sessions or the tactical breakdown. So your comments are still welcome. 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061. Your comments are welcome. 054-257-1061. The 2026 World Cup came to an end yesterday with La Furia Roja, the Red Fury, winning their second World Cup title. Think about it. Spain had not featured in the final of a major tournament except Euro 64. And then between 1964 and 2010, they had never played a major senior men's major final. And then in 2010, they won their very first World Cup. And then they won the Euros, won the Euros before that, won the World Cup, won the Euros again, won the Euros 2024. And now in 2026, they have won the World Cup. Coach Kwamina Danso is here. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, Nathan.
How are you doing?
Very, very well. Very, very, very.
You must be very excited.
Yes.
Your favorite favorite national team outside of Ghana.
Yeah, it's true.
Have won the World Cup.
It's true. You see, for Spain, all the time I say it. In fact, I love Spain. That's the point. See,
one day you should visit Spain.
That's true.
You should put it on your to-do list.
I love Spain because you see, watching Spain, to be honest with you, Nathan, I learn a lot whenever I'm watching Spain. A lot of things whenever I'm watching Spain. And at the highest level, they have the technical ability to execute a lot of very good things. A lot of them. A lot of very, very, very good things. Now, Nathan, look at the goal that Ferran Torres scored. A lot of players in a similar position are going to sky the ball. A lot of players, Nathan, in a similar position, they are definitely going to sky that ball. But look at Ferran Torres, a player that his team, Barcelona, most of the time they're even criticizing him. But he has that technical ability to put that ball at the back of the net. And he was able to do it. So very good one for Spain. Very good one for Spain. Very good one. This morning, Nathan, is all about Spain. This morning, it's all about Spain. I'm going to talk about Spain, all about Spain. Then possibly we are going to analyze the goal that Spain scored, and then the proper tactical breakdown of the game will be pushed to Copa Mundo later on in the day.
No problem.
But before I start my analysis, Nathan, open your Bibles with me. Today we are starting from the Bible. Matthew chapter 3, verse 13 to 17.
Matthew chapter
3, verse 13 to 17. Matthew asempa. Etimiensa. Entichemu edumiensa kusi edunson. Matthew chapter 3, verse 13 to 17.
Matthew 3, 13 to 17.
Yes, today that is where we are starting our analysis.
So it says, then Jesus came from Galilee.
Yes.
To the Jordan to be baptized by John. But John tried to deter him, saying, I need to be baptized by you. And do you come to me? Jesus replied, let it be so now. For it is proper for us to do this to fulfill all righteousness.
Okay.
Then John consented. As soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water. At that moment, the heaven was opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on him. And a voice from heaven said, this is my son whom I love. With him I am well pleased.
So many. Now, Nathan, you see in the Bible, John the Baptist baptized Jesus Christ.
Yes.
He baptized Jesus Christ into the ministry of God. But Jesus did a lot of things John the Baptist was unable to do. True of us.
True.
So although John baptized Jesus into the ministry, Jesus did a lot of things John were unable, or he was unable to do those things that Jesus did.
Yes.
Now in football, Leo Messi baptized Lamine Yamal into the realms of football.
I see.
But Lamine has done things Messi at 19 was unable to do. True of us.
Well, that is true. Winning the World Cup
at 19
is one.
So you see, baptizing someone, ushering someone into the game doesn't necessarily mean that you are always going to lord over that person.
Okay. Yeah.
You can baptize someone into the game, but the person can do certain things that you yourself you were unable to do.
Yeah.
And I wasn't surprised that although Messi baptized Lamine into football, Lamine at 19 has done things Messi at 19 was unable to do. Now to Spain. Nathan, to me, the most successful footballing nation since 2008 is Spain.
The most successful footballing nation
since 2008 is Spain. And I'm going to give you reasons. One, in this 18-year period, from 2008 till now, the men's team, the national team, they've won 2 World Cups, 2, in 2010 and then yesterday. They've won 3 Euros. 3 Euros.
3 Euros.
2008, 2012, and then
2024.
2024. So that is 5. For the Spanish clubs, we all know the story. 9 Champions League, 9 Europa League in that period.
In that 18-year period.
In that 18-year period.
2008.
Yes.
And now.
9 Champions League, 9
titles.
Europa. In that period, Spanish coaches, they've won the FIFA Coach of the Year 5 times. In that period. The Spanish coaches have won the FIFA Coach of the Year 5 times. Del Bosque won it. Pep Guardiola has won it twice. And even Luis Enrique won it twice. This year, by hook or crook, a Spanish coach is going to win it. Why? Because Luis Enrique won the Champions League and then De La Fuente has won the World Cup. So between these two, one of them is going to win it. possibly De La Fuente. He is a Spanish coach.
FM, the voice
So
of sports.
I must even add him, making 6. Now, just last season, a Spanish team won the Premier League. A Spanish coach won the Premier League, won the League One, won the Europa, won the Champions League.
Interesting. So Spanish coaches. So a Spanish coach won the Premier League,
the League One,
the
Europa League, the Champions League. So it's not only about the senior national team. Also, their clubs are winning. Again, their coaches are also winning. Now let me take you to women football. This is mind-blowing. Nathan, do you know that from 2022 to 2026, just 4-year period, the women football in Spain, very, very successful. 11 titles. 11 titles, women football. From 2022 to 2026, just 4 years old. Now let me give you the breakdown. The senior team, they won the World Cup. Spain, they won the World Cup in 2023.
Yes, they beat England in the final.
Yes, Sama Parallelo, that team. 2 Nations League, 24-25. That is for the seniors.
Yes.
Now for the U20, the women U20, 1 World Cup in 2022. For the U19, the women U19, they've won the Euros 5 in a row. 5. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
So the Spain women's U19 team, they've won the Euro women's U19 5 times in a row.
5 times in a row. And some of these girls graduated to the U20 and then they won the U20 World Cup. Now let me give you the U17.
Okay.
For the U17 women's, 2022, they were the world champions. They won the World Cup in 2022, U17. They won the Euros in 2024, the U17. So at a point, Spain had the world champions women, senior. The U20 women, world champions. The U17 women, world champions. As it stands now, the men team are the world champions, the women team, they are the world champions. So for Spain, they are winners. To me, their footballing philosophy, whatever it is that they are doing, is very good. Now, Nathan, do you know that this summer, it's not only the senior team who competed at the World Cup. The U19 team also competed in the U19 Euros. Spain won it after beating Germany by 2-0 in the final. In that tournament, Spain played 5 games. Scored 19 goals. Spain scored 19 goals in 5 games.
So which means that on the average they scored almost 4 goals.
That is
each
the point.
game.
The team with Thiago Pitach was our number 10. Thiago Pitach. Xavier Spat.
Yes.
That team, they won it. Do you know what is interesting? 0 goals conceded.
Wow.
So they scored 19. They conceded 0. How many goals did the senior team concede at the World Cup? 1. And the U19, whilst the senior team were competing at the World Cup, they were also competing for the U19. They won it. They did not concede a goal. They played Croatia. They played Germany. They played all these countries, but they did not concede a goal. Their average ball possession, Nathan, it was 68%. So it means that the possession, they have started at the U19 stadium. They played 68% of ball possession. They won the Euros with 19 goals scored in 5 games, 0 goals conceded. So if these guys, you know, they are able to get to the senior level and then they are playing and they are passing, you may not understand them, but at the U19, they average 68% of ball possession. At the U19.
So meaning, so this is further proof that whatever we are seeing the senior national team do, it's not something they learned when they were adults. It's something that is part of their training.
Part of them. Check how the U17 girls play, not boys, girls. It's the same way as the senior team of the boys. It's the same way that even the girls they play, the national team, the senior team, the same way the U20 they play, the same way the U19, the same way. The same. So for Spain, how the girls and then the boys, both the senior team and even the youth teams, how they play, Nathan, is the same. Passing football, the same. And they've been very, very, very successful with this. As I said, since 2008 till now, in this 18-year period, there's no footballing country who has been very, very successful than Spain. is up for debate though, but to me, I'm going for Spain because the records are there. It's not only about the senior team. Their junior teams are playing. It's not only about the men's. The women's game, they are also winning. It's not only about that. Even their club teams, they are winning. It's not only about that. Even their coaches are winning, the best coaches in the world. So it transcends through all of the footballing, ecosystem of Spain. And to me, it's a very, very good way that they are doing. Very, very good thing. Now, let me get into, some small details here. Nathan, before the World Cup, what was the conversation around who should be in post for La Roya?
I guess the debate was really, the question was, why isn't David Raya not Spain number one?
Because a lot of people felt that David Raya had an excellent season for Arsenal.
Yes.
And he was in the finals of the Champions League. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
And for Arsenal, to me, the last season, Arsenal cannot give us maybe 3 or 4 players who were stand out in the season and exclude David Raya from that list. No. Because some of the saves that he did, even against West Ham, that save alone, that save against Matthews alone, speaks a lot about the qualities of David Raya. Barcelona were also arguing for their goalkeeper, Juan Garcia, because for him, he had done that twice in a row, because for Espanyol, he was the same goalkeeper, doing those saves for LCD Espanyol. And then for Barcelona, in a team that was playing with a high line, he excelled a lot in the season. So a lot of people were thinking that it should be either David Raya or Juan Garcia, because if you compare, the numbers between Raya, Juan Garcia, and then Unai Simon, to them, Unai was the least, the lowest. So Unai Simon should be a bench warmer. But Spain decided to keep faith in Unai Simon. And Nathan, at this World Cup, Unai Simon has proven to be the best goalkeeper at this World Cup. He has proven to be the best goalkeeper at this World Cup. Now for Spain, most of the time, Nathan, whenever people are, analyzing goalkeepers and then a goalkeeper for Spain, they say, a lot of shot on target was not, aimed at Spain. So you cannot say that the Spanish goalkeeper is good. But to me, for you to be a good goalkeeper, it is not only about the amount of saves or the number of saves that you make in a game. No. Even your defensive organization is key. Now, every goalkeeper has a way of keeping the post. And how you keep the post determines the type of team that you can play for. So there are goalkeepers who can never play for Barcelona, even though they are very good, even though they can make a lot of saves, but they cannot play for Barcelona. Why? Because how Barca plays, they need a goalkeeper who will fit how they play. So, for example, if you are not a ball-playing goalkeeper, we all know that you are not going to play for Barcelona. At least to play for them, you must be able to use the feet. In Pep Guardiola's heydays at Barcelona, at Man City, we saw it. It was only last season that he brought on Donnarumma. Even for him, you see, Donnarumma is not that bad. Just that with his feet, he's not an excellent goalkeeper, but he's not that bad. So to play for Barcelona, to play for Pep Guardiola, you need a certain profile. You need a certain quality. And it is true for Spain. It is the same thing for Spain. Now, Nathan, with how Spain plays and the performance of Unai Simon, he prevented certain balls from getting on target. That is why most of the time the balls were not on target against Spain. It was because the goalkeeper even prevented them before it happened. And I'm going to show you examples of that. Now, you see, for Unai Simon, for Spain, at this World Cup, Nathan, this is our first image. This is Unai Simon, the areas where he stepped out of the 8-yard box to attack a ball.
Okay. For our viewers, you can log on to our Facebook stream or YouTube stream to see the images we are talking about. It's a very interesting image of a half pitch with red dots all over, highlighting Unai Simon and the areas in which he stepped out of his box to deal with, or to the areas he stepped into to deal with a danger. Typically, most goalkeepers would be in their box. But there were certain moments where Unai Simon steps out.
Now, Nathan, to be able to step out from your box, as we said, most goalkeepers, they are comfortable whenever they are in their box. But for Spain, for Unai Simon, and with how Spain were playing, you must be comfortable enough to step out from this 18-yard box, go out, attack the ball, win the ball, get touches outside of the 18-yard box. Okay. And not many goalkeepers can do that.
Okay.
Now, Nathan, to be able to do this, to play as a sweeper keeper, one, you need great positioning and game reading. Great positioning and game reading. I'll come back to this image, but I want to show you one image of Unai Simon about his positioning. This was yesterday's game against Argentina. Now let's look at the positioning of Unai Simon. So Nathan, this is the position of the goalkeeper. Now this was the game against Argentina. Argentina had this ball. It was Messi who was running through on goal.
Yeah.
And they gave a very good pass to Messi. Now let's look at the back line of Spain. Nathan, if you look at this image, this is Spain's left back, center back, right back. So clearly you can see that the back line of Spain were not in line. Why? Because of how Spain were pressing. But this goalkeeper, Unai Simon, was not in his 18-yard box. No.
Okay.
He was way outside the 18-yard box. Why? Because he was anticipating that pass to Messi. A lot of goalkeepers will not be here. This is the position of Unai Simon. Now, starting high, it has its positives, its negatives. We all know the negatives, because this is Messi on goal. So the slightest mistake that Unai Simon makes is a red card. The slightest. If you get a very, very lenient referee, maybe yellow. But the slightest mistake here is a straight red card.
Yeah.
And this is the finals of the World Cup. How many goalkeepers, Nathan, will get that, that boldness, will be brave enough to stand here in the finals of the World Cup when the game is 0-0? When the game is 0-0, how many goalkeepers will be bold enough to stand here? Now, Nathan, if you are a goalkeeper playing for Spain and you are starting high, your starting position as in this image is high. The positives is that one, the player giving the pass cannot make this pass a very long one because he's seen that you are here. So if he makes it a long one, it will be difficult for his player to get to the ball. So it means that he must play the pass around this area. Now, two, the player here, it will be very difficult for him to stand here and kick the ball to the goal. It will be very, very difficult. So the goalkeeper was high in this area, and he was able to save Spain in this particular situation. And to me, some of these things highlight, Nathan, the importance of Unai Simon for Spain. This was the pass. This was the pass. The image that I showed to you, this was it. So clearly, Messi was onside because Marc Cucurella had played him, onside. So this ball to Messi, on any day, he's going to score. But there was a certain Unai Simon who stood on his grounds to prevent this ball. So at the end of the day, Nathan, this ball was not a shot on target. So we are not going to see the goalkeeper make a save. But who stopped this scenario from becoming a shot on target? The goalkeeper. So he prevents some of the shots from even coming in the first place. That is why whenever Spain plays shot on target 0, shot on target 1, because the goalkeeper prevents most of them. Again, to be a super keeper, Nathan, aside your intelligent game reading, aside your positioning, you must get the passing skills and then the ball control. Because you see, you are coming out from the 18-yard. Once you are coming out, it's not all the time that you come out and you clear the ball. At times you come out, but you must control and pass. At times you come out, but you must use just one touch to pass the ball to a teammate. So if you're unable to do some of these things, you cannot be a super keeper for Spain. And with these profiles or with these qualities, Unai Simon has it. Again, speed. You must get it to Nathan. You must be a goalkeeper who can run, who has speed. Because most of the time, the players that you are racing against are players who are very, very pacey. against France, Unai Simon was playing the same way. Now with the front line of France, Mbappe is pacey, Bakola is pacey, Dembele the same thing.
Yeah.
So if you are a goalkeeper and you must run to clear the ball from these players, it means that you must also be able to run. You must have the speed there to do it. And with some of these things, Unai Simon has it. And to me, Nathan, these are some of the things that Unai Simon does for the Spanish national team that a lot of people do not really notice them because, he did not make a save.
Okay.
Just like yesterday, shot on target for Argentina, 0. So it means that Unai Simon did not make a save. So are people going to say that since he did not make a save, he had a holiday? No. Although he did not make a save, but there are a lot of situations where Unai Simon prevented those situations from becoming a shot on target, and that is why he did not make a save. Now looking at this graph once again is telling us the areas where Unai Simon went out from the box to get touches to save La Roya. Nathan, let's count the number here. Assuming even 5 or 7 of these balls he did not come out, it means that those balls eventually would have become a shot on target, and the goalkeeper will now be forced into making a save. But since he decided to move out, these balls did not become a shot on target. And to me, Unai Simon has proven the doubters wrong. That yes, before the tournament, a lot of people felt that David Raya had a good season, so he should start. David Raya is a very good goalkeeper.
Okay.
Very, very, very good goalkeeper. Even as it stands now, if I am to buy a goalkeeper for my team between David Raya and the Unai Simon, definitely, to be honest, I'll buy David Raya. But it doesn't mean Unai Simon is a bad goalkeeper, and he has proven it at this World Cup once again. Now, Nathan, there are some images here which I would want us to take note of. The first one is Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Now, yesterday on the Copa Mundo show, I said something that there's an area on the field called the corridor of uncertainty. The corridor of uncertainty.
Okay.
And it's the area from the penalty spot to, the place in between the 6-yard box. Nathan, do you know that in that area, Argentina had considered 3 goals so far at the World Cup?
I see.
So yesterday I said it on the Copa Mundo show that the corridor of uncertainty, if there's an area Spain can exploit against Argentina, it is the corridor of uncertainty. Why? Because against Jordan, Argentina considered a goal from the corridor of uncertainty. Against Egypt, Argentina considered a goal from the corridor of uncertainty. Now against England, the goal that the Barcelona guy scored, Anthony Gordon. It was a goal from the corridor of uncertainty. And Nathan, do you know the interesting thing?
No.
All of these 3 goals came from the left side of defense of Argentina.
The left-hand side?
Yes. So the right side of the opponent, the left side of Argentina. So most of the time, if the opponent is putting the ball in the box of Argentina, they prefer to play the pass from the left side of Argentina and target the corridor of uncertainty. Now, yesterday, where did the cross come from? The left side of Argentina. Where did the ball end at? At the corridor of uncertainty. And from that area, this is it. Ferran Torres with his weaker foot. Let's not forget, the goal that Ferran Torres scored, he scored it with his weaker foot. There were players here who could have easily blocked that ball. But with his weaker foot, with a very good technique, Ferran Torres was able to score the goal. So, Fly, let's do what we did the last time once again. There's, a video here. So, when we pause it, then, Fly, you show it for us so that we can really understand the goal that, happened. So, this is the goal. Ferran Torres goal. Now, Nathan, I have a build-up to the goal. So, I want us to look at the goal, and then there are some images within them so that Fly can show it for us. So this is the first one. Now, Nathan, with the first one, this is the shape of Argentina prior to the goal. Now they had a back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th player outside of the frame.
Okay.
a midfield of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ideally, this midfield line should have been 4. But we all know the story that Enzo had a red card. So it meant that this midfield line now was 3. Now Messi is out of this frame because most of the time, whenever they were defending, he did not really fall deep. So it means that ideally Argentina are going to defend with a -1. Right. And then they had a red card, so -2. Now this is Ferran Torres, the goal scorer. So Nathan, if Fly can pick up, this frame for us, now we can see that Ferran Torres was in between the lines.
Okay.
He was in between the defensive line of Argentina, which comprised of 5 players, and then the midfield line of Argentina, which comprised of 3 players. So this is Ferran Torres in between them. And then the ball was at the left side of Argentina, the right side of Spain, with Lamine Yamal. Now, this is the ball. So Yamal decided to go inside, but he gave the pass back to Pedro Porro, who also, sent in a very good cross. Now, let's look at the cross here. This is the area, that he targeted for the cross. And now, as I said, the corridor of uncertainty is from this point, this dot, to around this area. So it doesn't get here. Why? Because the goalkeeper is there. So it gets around this area. Why is it called the corridor of uncertainty? It is because that area is behind your defensive line and then in front of your goalkeeper. Now, later, if you put a ball here, the goalkeeper doesn't know whether he must come or he must call any of the defenders to come back and cover. So all the time, the goalkeeper is in a dilemma. So more or less, the ball is in a no man's land. Yeah. That is why this area is called the corridor of uncertainty in football. And from this area, Argentina had considered 3 goals already in the tournament. So if you are Spain and you must target an area, it should be this area. And as I said, all those goals came from the left side of Argentina. And once again, this cross came from the left side. Now, Nathan, I am moving up with with this image. Looking at this, there is a player here, Simeone, who was supposed to track the movement of Ferran Torres.
Okay.
Because, Nathan, as we can see, he was standing there with Ferran Torres. But when Ferran decided to go forward and attack the ball, this is Simeone. He was caught ball watching. And he was caught ball watching. So Ferran Torres was standing there with him. He saw Ferran Torres moving, but he decided not to follow. Just that decision not to track the run of Ferran Torres has made Spain the world champions. So the goal that Spain scored, if there's one player that made it possible from the side of Argentina, it is Giuliano Simeone. Why? Because in the build-up, he was here with Ferran Torres. This is it.
Yeah.
Nathan, this is it. In the build-up, Simeone, Ferran Torres, jersey number 17, jersey number 7. So he saw Ferran Torres. As soon as Ferran Torres decided to move, he saw Ferran Torres. But once again, still he did not track the run of Ferran Torres. Why? Because he thought the cross would have gone, for a goal.
Yeah.
That is why all the time, football, me say, me susu say, me ka say, me say, it doesn't play football. Me say, me susu say, me ka say, me say, it doesn't play football.
I see. Because once you assume anything,
be responsible for the consequences. Because this, Giuliano Simeone assumed that the cross would go over the line for a goal kick.
Yeah.
So that assumption made him to delay a little bit. And with that, Ferran was able to get to the right place at the right time. At the corridor of uncertainty, once again, unmarked, with a left foot. And you see, Nathan, this makes it very, very interesting. There are 3 Argentine players here with 1 Spanish player as a block. So there were 4 players here. And Ferran Torres had to use his weaker foot to shoot the ball. In a block of 4 players plus the goalkeeper, 5. Without very good technique, you are going to sky this ball over the bar. Or you are going to hit any of the players here. but Ferran was able to put this ball at the back of the net. And to me, it was a very good goal. But as I said, from the side of Argentina, if there's one player who needs to be blamed, it is Giuliano Simeone for failing to track the movement of Ferran. But Nathan, there's a very interesting, image in this particular video. Before Ferran Torres decided to strike this ball, this is McAllister. Can you please, describe what he's doing for me?
For our listeners, McAllister is standing outside the penalty box.
Yes.
Hands on head.
Hands on head.
Even before Ferran Torres. So, for our listeners, in the frozen picture, Ferran is about to strike the ball.
Yes.
He's about to strike the ball. The ball has bounced.
Can pick this image for us.
The ball has bounced.
Yes.
It is in mid-air.
Yeah.
Ferran Torres is about to swing at it with his left boot.
Yes.
The ball hasn't entered the net, but Alexis McAllister has his hand on his head because he knows.
That is the point. They know the technical ability of the Spanish players. They were on the same field with them, so they know it. So even before Ferran Torres decided to strike this ball, hands on head for McAllister. And lo and behold, this ball, entered the net, and it was a very, 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 very good goal for Spain. Very, very good goal. So this is the still image of it. As I said, there were players in front of goal trying to block it, but Ferran Torres was able to put this ball at the back of the net. And to me, if there's one player, Nathan, who deserves this, it is Ferran Torres.
Why?
Now, before the World Cup, a lot of people really doubted Ferran Torres. Just like Unai Simon. When people were doubting Unai Simon, the same people were doubting Ferran Torres. Now, against Saudi Arabia, Nathan, Ferran Torres scored a goal, which later on was ruled for an offside. When the referee decided to, consult the VAR room and other stuff, the camera captured Ferran Torres saying something. He said, "Grandma, please let it be a goal today." Because he was going through a tough time of scoring a goal.
Yeah.
So he just wanted a goal.
Yeah.
So the cameras captured his lips. And he said, "Grandma, please make it be a goal today." Eventually, that goal was cancelled for an offside. But he has scored a goal at the most important game in his footballing career, the final of the World Cup.
Yeah.
The final of the World Cup. So, Ferran, Grandma did not make the Saudi Arabia goal count. But the goal against Argentina, Grandma has made it count. And that was a good goal for them. Now, this is an image where I would want to speak about, or which I would want to speak about. It's about possession and then field tilt. Now, these are two very different things. Possession and then field tilt.
Yeah.
The last time I said it, that Spain, whenever you are playing against Spain, it's not just about the ball possession. It's about the dominance. It's about the field tilt. It's about the areas on the field where they are dominant over you. So for Spain, Nathan, it's not just about the ball. It's not just about passing. It's not just about their ball possession. It's about their dominance on certain zones on the field. It's about their field tilt. Now looking at the game, the ball possession was 65-35. But the field tilt was 76-24. So it means that for most areas on the field, Spain had dominance over those areas. For most areas on the field, Nathan, Spain, they were dominant in those areas. And that makes their possession a viable one. Because you can have the ball. But Nathan, assuming Spain were having the possession here, it means that for field tilt, Argentina is going to lead them. Because you are just playing the ball in your own half.
Yeah.
So for Spain, it's not just about their ball possession. No. They are possessing the ball to dominate certain zones on the field. And to me, this is a graphical representation of their possession as against, the field tilt. And it explains that they don't just possess the ball. Rather, they dominate certain areas, certain zones on the field. And to me, it's one of the strengths of, of the Spanish team. Now, I would want to speak on this image too. This is as early as the 15th minute. Now in the game, Spain did. This is a little bit tactical. This is although I would want to do the tactical breakdown the Papa will do.
Yeah.
But let me touch on this. The pressing shape of Spain, the pressing structure of Spain, the idea, the information given to the players in terms of pressing against Argentina was superb. It was superb. Now, Nathan, the last time you see on this show, I played a video where Leandro Paredes was speaking to his coach.
Yes.
That we want to do central build-up. The build-up must pass through the number 6. And Paredes was the number 6. But against Switzerland decided to block the passes to him. So he was explaining it to his coach that they are blocking the passes to me and we are unable to build out successfully. So let a centre-back jump to the second line and join me so that it will be 2 players to create a tension for Switzerland. Now against Spain decided to do the same thing yesterday in the game against Argentina.
Okay.
So, Nathan, let's look at this press. They allowed Oyarzabal to be the one doing this one, and then Dani Olmo will be on the number 6. So, if Enzo stays deep as the number 6, Dani Olmo follow him. If Enzo pushes up, and then McAllister comes deep as the number 6, follow him. So, whoever plays in their build-up phase as a number 6 must be man-marked.
So not necessarily the name, but the person occupying the role.
That role, whoever. Because you see, for Argentina, they are very intelligent. If they see that you are man-marking McAllister, he will move out for Enzo to come and play as the number 6. Because these 2 players, they have the quality to do it, to build out from the back. So the instruction was simple. Whoever is there, man-mark that player. And with this, it means that Oyarzabal has cut one side, the right side out. So the goalkeeper must give this ball to Lisandro. Now, Nathan, what happens is that once you give the ball to Lisandro, Oyarzabal will follow this same path, press Lisandro Martinez, and Lisandro will be left with no other option than to go long. We all know what happens. Because once you go long, for Argentina, they do not have a target man to pick up those long balls. Because you cannot tell me you are going long for Julian Alvarez as a target man. It won't work.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me you are going long for Leo Messi as a target man. No, it won't work. So if Spain are able to force you to go long, then it means that the Spaniards are going to win the ball. But I cannot talk about Spain without speaking, Nathan, about this particular thing, which is the counter-pressing of Spain. Because this World Cup, Spain has won it because of their counter-pressing.
Yeah.
And from day one, whenever, we were analyzing the Spanish team, all the time, I kept on speaking about Spain and then their counter-press. And in the finals, Nathan, this is the finals. Now, there's an image here. Argentina had the ball in their own half. This is the defensive half or the defensive third of Argentina.
Yeah.
Now, Nathan, let's count the number of Spanish players who were close to McAllister to press him. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Spanish players against 5. So yeah, maybe 7 on 7 if you like.
So,
but yes, of course, there are 7 of them. McAllister is trapped in that box somewhere.
So 7v6.
Yeah, 7v6
for Spain.
Yes.
In the defensive third of Argentina. So it means that Spain had 7 players here. So only 3 players were not you. That 3 is center backs there and then Alex Baena. But all of the 7 players were here. Why? So with this, Nathan, if you are McAllister, who are you going to give the pass to?
I don't know who, because if you try to play to his left, try to find that Argentine player there, that player gets trapped. He doesn't have an option. His only option is to hoof it long.
Hoof it long?
Yeah.
And to who?
Nobody in particular.
And Nathan, let me give you something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It means that Argentina had 6 players here. So they had 4 players who were not here. Let's look at the position of the 4 players. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you seen it? Now it means that in the offensive side of Spain had 2 center backs there against 0 players from Argentina, because the other 4 players were at the opposite side. So with this ball, even if McAllister decides to go long, there's no Argentine player there. It's only 2 center backs from Spain. So eventually they will win the ball.
Yeah.
And that is the importance of their counter press. They are world champions partly because of their ability to counter press. They are the best team. And Nathan, to develop this is where I have so much respect for De La Fuente. To develop this, it takes time. It takes time. You cannot use 1 week, 2 weeks that they train to develop a good counter press. No. It takes time. Just that the basics for counter pressing, the basics is compactness. That is the basics. It's compactness. But you see, Nathan, for most national teams, if the coach decides to teach counter press, first, he must teach you compactness. He must teach you spatial awareness before he can even teach you the triggers. So 3 things: compactness, spatial awareness, and then the pressing triggers. Yeah. But for Spain, the players for Spain, U15, U17, U19, they know compactness already. They know spatial awareness, or yes, they know that already. For pressing triggers, every coach has his own pressing trigger that he's going to teach. Just that there are some basic ones there, like receiving the ball with the weaker foot and all of these things. But every coach has some specific triggers that he's going to teach you. Yeah. So for Spain, there are 3 things that you must master in order to be able to do effective counter pressing. The players know 2 of them already from their youth stages.
Sporty FM.
2 of them already. So the coach will only add just 1. And that is why they were able to get it very early, master it, use it at this World Cup, and it was a weapon for them. For France, if they want to teach this, they must teach the 3 things. If England wants to teach this counter press, you must teach the 3 things. And no coach can use that 1 week, 2 weeks that you train before this World Cup to teach it. But for Spain, they have 2 out of 3. So the coach only had to add just 1. And the last time I was watching, a video of Spain, it was that time Pablo Amo was the assistant coach to De La Fuente. And he said that even when the players were with their club teams, they would do a video about how they want to play, how they want you to counter press, attack, all of these things. They will do it and send it to you. There are days where they will call the players, they will do video sessions with this. The players were with their club teams, but they will do video sessions with the players. When you come, we want you to do this, we want you to do that. So even before the player gets a call up to the national team, he already knows what to come and do. And they have the basics to do it too. So when I saw this image, I was like, wow. Because with this, Argentina had nowhere to take the ball to. And I think there is another image about the counter pressing of Spain. And yes, this is it. Now, Nathan, this is also one Argentine player in Enzo who has been caught in a web of 5 players. So with this, how can you get out of this? Eventually, he lost this ball. Eventually, Enzo lost this ball. So, Nathan, for Spain, to me, they are deserving world champions. They are deserving world champions. Yes, just like in 2010, they were in Group H. They were in Group H. Just like in 2010, their 3rd group game was against a team being coached by Marcelo Bielsa, and they won. In 2010, it was Chile. This time, it was Uruguay. But these 2 teams were being coached by Marcelo Bielsa. And to me, looking at what Spain has done at this World Cup, with their various youth national teams, with their club teams, with their women team, the senior team, and even the youth teams in terms of the women's side, Nathan, to me, they are deserving world champions. To me, their footballing philosophy is a very good one. Very, 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 very good one. It's a very good one. And if I'm a country who doesn't have a footballing philosophy, who lacks a football DNA, and I want one to, emulate, I want one to be the base of mine so that I can develop it, definitely I'll go for Spain. But you see, for Spain, it just didn't start. It just didn't start now. It started a long, long, long time ago.
Okay.
Who took the passing game to Spain?
The Dutch.
When?
In the 70s.
That is the point.
Because Johan Cruyff went to Barcelona in the 70s.
Yes.
Late 70s.
Late 70s.
Yes.
Johan Cruyff.
This is Sporty FM.
So it wasn't now.
No. He took the game there and started to refine
it.
Their style. And then based on that, they developed
this.
They developed it. But the principle of it is all Dutch.
All Dutch.
Movement, positioning, move the ball around.
You see, Juan Leo
is classified. Some people say he's one of the greatest.
One of the best.
One of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yes.
The man credited with. They credit him with the creation of they say the 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Is Juan Leo's creation.
He is. You see, Nathan. He is, to me, a genius. You see, when Pep Guardiola decided to play in Mexico.
Yeah.
He did not play in Mexico because he wanted to play football there.
Mm-hmm.
Pep said that when he was at Barcelona, they played a game against a team being coached by Juan Leo. And he saw how they were playing against the then Barcelona, and he was convinced that this man is a genius. So when Pep wanted to go into coaching, he called him, and Leo told him that I'm in Mexico. So if you want me to teach you how to coach, come to Mexico. So Pep went to Mexico to play football in order to learn from Juan Leo. And later on, Juan Leo became the assistant coach of Pep Guardiola
at Man City. Yes.
On two different occasions. Juan Leo became the assistant coach of Pep Guardiola at Man City. This man was part of those who sat down, decided to develop this from whatever it is that Johan Cruyff brought. He was part of those who the Spanish FA and all of those people tasked them that, guys, learn it very well, develop it for us. And he developed it. He's a genius. He's intelligent. So they will be playing very, very nice. As you said, around the 70s, 80s, that system went to Spain. But when did it become very, very successful for them? Since 2008.
Yes.
So it went to Spain around 70s, around 80s. Yeah. But they began, getting the fruit of it from 2008. Yeah. Check the distance.
That's a lot of time. Because even if you look at even from 1980.
Yes.
Into the 90s.
Yes.
It's still, you didn't think that Spain, they were not a dominant team.
No,
they were a good team. They had a good collection of players. Luis Enrique, Pep Guardiola, a few others, all these other guys, Andoni Zubizarreta, their goalkeeper. So they had an okay collection.
An okay team.
And they'll go to a tournament, second round, quarterfinals.
Yes.
If you ask me, the very first exhibition or the very first signs that something was changing with Spanish football, if you ask me personally, was in the 2002 World Cup.
Okay.
That team was a very, very nice, slick-looking team. The passing was really nice to watch.
Yeah.
Right? Mendieta. But I think that individually, the signs were there. You could tell.
Yeah.
Because players like Gaisca Mendieta.
Yeah.
Those of us, if you won the Champions League around the year 2000, which means you were around 14, 15, then I was 14 years then. You could, when you watch Mendieta, you could tell that this guy, there's something special about him. Very good passer of the ball, good midfield controller. And then there were a few others here and there.
Yes.
Ruben Baraja, a few like as I was saying, like they were shining in their club small. Of course, 2004 Euros was a disaster for Spain. It didn't work. But by 2007, things had begun to change. Personally, I think that the warning sign for me.
They were there.
There was a friendly England played with Spain at Anfield. I think it was. Andres Iniesta scored the winning goal. Spain won 1-0. And I remember that, like, all of a sudden, England were playing, they couldn't score, and then Spain took over the game. And it almost felt like Spain were going to score. And then they scored. That game, I remember. I'll try and check.
And you see, Nathan, there's one thing that is very, very interesting about the Spanish teams. How do they keep on producing world-class midfielders? Ask yourself that. Check the generations of Spain, even from Luis Aragon's time, let's just check from that time. Let's even check from 2008. Nathan, check the midfield collection of Spain. Check them. From 2008, Xavi, Iniesta, them, and you see those teams 2012, they were still there. Xabi Alonso, Sergio Busquets, Iniesta, Xavi, David Silva, Fabregas, they were there. Now check this team. Now yesterday, Spain was playing with a Ballon d'Or winner in Rodri, coupled with Fabian Ruiz. For Fabian, this season he has been he has played very well. For PSG, yes, from the early stages he was injured. But in the final stretch of the season, when Fabian was fit, we all saw it for PSG. And now at this World Cup, we've seen his exploits. And you know that Fabian Ruiz, Nathan, for De La Fuente, in the U21 that he won, Fabian Ruiz was the best player. He was the best player of the tournament. And the coach was De La Fuente. So he knows how to get the best of him. But even with that, yesterday, when he saw that the game needed a different profile, he took off Fabian Ruiz, brought who? Pedri, a starter for Barcelona. And see how Pedri controlled the game when he came on. So Spain producing midfielders, come on. They do it effortlessly. And not just midfielders who are, technical enough to play football, but they are intelligent enough to read. And that is the difference. There are midfielders who are very good. They know how to play very, very well. But for Spain, aside playing, Nathan, their midfielders know how to read the game. They have the game intelligence. They understand the game. The game intelligence is there. And to me, you see, Spain, Nathan, Spain. I said today is all about Spain. La Roya.
Yeah, La Roja.
So now it means that England is the only country with one, eh?
Yes. So now they've been left.
Yeah,
they've been left on one.
Yeah.
Spain on 2, Uruguay 2, France 2.
Yeah.
And then the others follow. Argentina with 3. They were hoping to make it 4. Brazil with 5. They've been stuck on 5 since 2002. And they are hoping that.
And you see, in 4 years' time, most of the Spanish players, they will be at their peak. In 4 years' time.
Because they are young.
Very, very young. In 4 years' time, most of them.
Kelvin Usman said, Paul Kobasi was 19.
19 years, yeah.
Yeah.
19 years.
Lamine, 19.
Yeah. and Paul Kobasi, excellent. He's not the player with the physical attributes, the centre back like Emerick Laporte, but he's been immense. Intelligence. You won't get past him easily. He just did his job. He covered the ground. He made interceptions.
Yeah.
He made blocks.
Yeah.
When it came to pace, he did.
Yeah.
And it's just been a wonderful team to see them. They just have a way of getting through every challenge. Coming to this World Cup, I'm not sure if we were mentioning one of the quality right backs in Pedro Porro. I've said yes. No. Look at the players. And there's one thing about De La Fuente that I think that many should know. He did not just pick players. He picked top quality players. He understands. Because you go back to his team, and you could see he built it with players that, especially starting with Unai Simon and Rodri in 2015. Fast forward, he trained with certain players, and then he's added Lamine and then Nico and Ekop Kubasi and these new guys in there. And he's picked personalities. He picked what? Personalities. And just look at World Cup winning teams. If you don't have personalities,
you can't win.
You can't win it. Look at the personalities. Rodri is a personality. Unai Simon. There were times when the Spanish players wanted to fight. Quickly, he will come out of his goal post. Charlie, ignore these Argentines. All they want to do is to rally you up. They just go. Look at Fabian Ruiz. Calm, intelligent. Look at Dani Olmo. Just look at Alex Baena. Oyarzabal. He picks the ball and he misses, and it's like nothing has happened. Lamine Yamal, he's a personality, young boy, allowing him to, play with all the fluidity. And Marco Correa is an embodiment of resilience and grit.
Yes.
Look at the personalities he picked. Look at Mikel Merino. One of the unassuming central attacking midfielders, central midfielders. Cool, calm, but he does his job. Martin Zubimendi. So he just picked personalities to come and do a job. Look at Ferran Torres. Yes, but psychologically, this boy was down. From his time Manchester City, even in Barcelona. it became difficult for him. Even at the start of this tournament, when he scored and it was flagged offside, but the goal was disallowed. He continued. He has never given up, and now he's a winner. So it's every single time I say it. If you don't have personalities in your team, go back to when France won. And I think after Saturday I posted one thing: if Paul Pogba is fit and he's even 35, pick him ahead of Ryan Cherki.
Labili.
Pick him ahead of Ryan Cherki. You know? Not because of his technical ability, but because of the personality. Yeah. Go back to the 2018 World Cup and just look at his Pogba, his influence in the dressing room.
Yeah, a leader in the dressing room, galvanizing the team. You know, leading.
He wasn't the captain. It was Hugo Lloris.
Yes.
But he actually made sure that the team went on to do it in 2022. Just as the players that Argentina missed and couldn't be at this tournament, Angel Di Maria and the likes, Sergio Romero, the goalkeeper, and those figures made sure Argentina went on to win.
And you know, sometimes you need those guys, not necessarily because of course, you need them on the pitch, but I think you need them more off the pitch.
Exactly.
To manage the team for you as a coach. Yeah. To manage the players for you, you know, to ensure that everybody is in the right direction.
Yes. And it's the reason why Norway have personalities, Sander Berge and then Martin Odegaard. It's the reason why Odegaard is captain Arsenal, and then people don't understand.
At a very young age.
Look at England. Declan Rice and then Jordan Henderson. Their personalities in there.
Look,
even
Jude Bellingham. I always say that the Henderson inclusion in the England, it's not for footballing reasons.
No.
He was never going to play.
No.
But you see, Tuchel needed somebody to manage the players in his absence, because you Tuchel, you are not with the players all the time. Right? And you need somebody like Henderson to even guide Harry Kane, right? And be like this elder statesman who can say, you know, Kane, do this, do that. Or, guys, this is what we are doing.
You need that. You need that.
And you need to have personalities. Even the great Black Stars teams.
Yes.
The team that we went to the World Cup with.
Steven Appiah.
2006. John
Mensah. Steven Appiah. John Pencil. Sammy Kofo.
And you need those players.
You need them. The personalities to perform at this level. And it's the reason why teams do perform. And I like De La Fuente. He does his job in silence. I was quite disappointed yesterday after the game. The reaction of Ayala, Walter Samuel, and then Pablo
Aimar. It was really poor.
It was terrible.
There was general lack of class on the part of the Argentines.
Come on, the game is over. When you were teasing people back in 2022, nobody fought you.
Nobody.
The French went to sit quietly. They watched you celebrate, and then you went your way. Why is it that people have won? All you need to do is to just move away.
Congratulate them.
Congratulate them. Just move away from the scene.
And even Paredes, come on. After the game,
I saw him shoving and punching and
kicking people down.
He kicked Eric Garcia.
Down.
He pointed Eric Garcia, and then Gavi came in, and Enzo.
Yes,
Enzo was the first. I never knew that Enzo would be very good at wrestling. Because he was the first guy to put Gavi down. And when Gavi was down, Paredes decided to punch Gavi whilst he was down. Come on,
that's very tasteless.
Even in boxing, if someone is down, you are not allowed to point the person. How much more football?
I just hope the sanctions and the referees were there. You see, these are some of the things. Just give them the red card; they will be punished.
I'm reading. I don't know how.
No, that's when you show the red. When you show the red, and then retrospective action would also be taken against them. But when you don't show the red, they will just go and sit, and then retrospective action. Look at Simeone. He just came to just misbehave on the pitch, just like he did.
Yeah.
In the previous game.
Just like that.
Just like England, they didn't know how to manage them. And that is why I say the Spanish team, they are so good.
Yeah.
Full of personalities. They understand their assignment. The job is just to win the game, finish the game.
And that is it. Because you could tell Argentina wanted to turn the game up into something else. And I think that's what England fell for.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what yesterday, as soon as the red card was being debated and Kukurea just brushed his hand off his lips, Messi, and then Enzo, who was given the red card, they were like, you should go off.
Come on.
This is football.
The dark arts.
The dark arts, yes, they will do matter, but when you do it cleanly.
You have to
and
do
better.
It cleanly,
it has to be smooth. Spain does a lot of dark arts. Rodri. By the time he misses out on his position, he will commit a foul, a non-yellow card foul.
Lot of tactical.
Yes. When you read and you watch and you know the inside stories of Man City's dominance, they'll tell you. Pep will tell you. Commit the foul there.
Yes.
You commit it there.
Yes.
You know, pull the jersey, do something.
Slide body check,
stop the play quickly so that we can all reset.
Exactly.
You know, and those are the little things, you know, teams do. But thumbs up to Spain.
But I like it. I like it. The player of the tournament going to Rodri. He's had an immense tournament. Absolutely fantastic tournament he's had. You know, if he hadn't won, or if Spain hadn't won and had gone to maybe Messi, he would have been yes. But once Spain won and you look at his influence in the general World Cup, it was just good. And yeah, good for Spain. Two stars on the jersey now.
2 stars. On the jersey.
2 stars on the jersey.
And coach was highlighting the vast nature of the Spanish football empire. We are talking winning women's Euro under-19.
Yeah.
You know,
5 times in a row.
5 times in a row. Yeah. Euro under-19 winners and all of that. Yeah. And they are currently they are the only national team to have both the men's and women's title at the same time.
Not even Brazil with Ronaldinho and Mata.
So Spain have the men's title and the women's title. Spain go into next year's Women's World Cup as defending champions.
Yes, the defending champions.
You know, so there's something brilliant that the Spanish are doing.
Yeah, it's true. And you see, Nathan, as we were saying, for the next World Cup in 2030, Lamine will be 23. Pau Kubasi 23. Gavi 25. Victor Munoz 26. Nico Williams 27. Jeremy Pino 27. Mark Pubil 27. Pedri 27. Baena 28. Eric Garcia 28. Juan Garcia 28. Pedro Porro 30. Ferran 30. Zubimendi 31. Kukureya 31. Olmo 32. So if they play well for their club,
and you even be surprised that by that time they even have players who can fill in for all these guys who will be turning 31.
That is the
players like Thiago Pitard.
They are coming. Javi Espat, Thiago Pitard, they are also coming. The U19 squad. They have the U20 squad. They are also coming. But you see, there's one thing. I think now Mikel Arteta must do something for Spain.
What must he do?
The last 2 number 6 for Spain has been developed by Pep Guardiola in Sergio Busquets and then Rodri. Yeah. Now in the next World Cup, Rodri will be around 34. It will be very, very difficult for Spain to get the best out of him. The next player to fill in that boot to me is Zubimendi.
Yesterday, Zubimendi, he came to replace
Rodri. And you see, even in the Euros final against England when Rodri was injured in the first half, the second half, Zubimendi came, bossed the midfield for Spain.
But you said something about Zubimendi though. Yeah. And I think it is the thing about him that he has to either learn or maybe a coach will have to find a way of turning it into a strength. Zubimendi's love for the football. As soon as he sees the ball, he wants to go.
That's why I said Mikel Arteta must do something for Spain. Yeah. It is the positional thing. He must.
Rodri rather is very restrained. Yeah. But even Rodri will tell you that it took him, he had to develop that aspect of his game.
Now there's a player who was also picking up, but it pains me that Pep has left. Nico Gonzalez. Pep was teaching him that thing because Nico also wanted to do the Zubimendi thing. Always going for the ball. But Pep says, stay. The ball will come
to you.
Stay, the ball will come.
Let the ball do
that is the only thing left between Zubimendi and then Nico. Who to succeed Rodri, you must learn how to stay. Don't move, stay. Pep said, if you are playing as a defense midfielder, you are the driver of the car. The car is moving. But for you must stay. Because if the driver, you get up from your seat, it means that we are going to have an accident. So stay. But once you stay, the car will move. So Zubimendi must learn how to stay. Nico must learn how to stay. Whoever betters that will succeed Rodri as the number 6 for Spain.
Anyway, we'll see. Coach, thank you so much for that. Spain are winners. Later this afternoon, Coach will be on Copa Mundo with V-Power for some deeper analysis.
But Nathan, in 4 years' time, whether Spain can defend it, we'll have to consult the football gods. See, with all the players he's mentioned, hitting their peak by the next World Cup, we'll still have to consult. Because
because
if it is possible.
Because the gods right now they hold.
As for the gods this time, they know that defending the World Cup is hard.
The gods, so unless they unlock the realms for you.
So we'll see if by 2030 it will be unlocked for Spain to do a host and win.
The gods unlock for us.
Host and win
Because in 4 years, I wonder how some of the national teams will look like in 4 years.
Yeah.
Brazil, how would they look like?
But of course, the Ghana Black Stars will look good.
Hey.
Because Kudus will be back.
Between now and it's a
Semenyo by then would have been, very ready.
Carlos Queiroz plays Kudus number.
No, our good friend Eddie Nketiah will be joining the team.
Callum Hudson-Odoi
will be joining the team. So that is our tackle. But then we have to get that.
You won't bring Kobe Menu.
Oh, but
Kobe Menu is played for him.
But Kobe Menu has the ship sailed.
Unless Kobe Menu doesn't play.
Has the ship sailed?
I think
hasn't he played senior national team?
He has. Yes, he
has.
Played.
But I think now there's still.
We have to find out. No, I think once he's played, I think it may, that door is locked. So but we'll have to check.
So Kobe Menu may be locked, but a few other players will come up. You understand? Yeah, and then we'll see.
Anyway,
I have some Josh Achampo since all did the system.
Josh Achampo Chelsea.
Yeah, so I mean, but now we have to look for the next Asamoah Gyan.
That's the thing. We need strikers.
Or the next Tony Yeboah.
We need a striker.
That is what we have to look for.
Do you need a lethal striker to win the World Cup?
Well, Spain have shown us that I don't need.
Thank you.
But can we play like Spain?
No.
Yes,
no.
we
What
can.
you need?
It's
what you
football.
need? No.
What is the DNA doing? The DNA is supposed to give us what Spain are doing.
But Kelvin, even if you don't need. Even if you don't have Erling Haaland type lethal striker, you need somebody who, when the Oyarzabal scored 5 goals.
Yes.
So meaning that to succeed at the World Cup, your striker,
if Kudus gets 8 games, he will score.
No problem.
At the 2022 World Cup, how many goals did he get? 3. 2.
He got 2.
He got 2.
Yeah.
2 in 2.
No, 2 in 3 games. 2 in 1 game.
Yes.
That's 2 in 1 game against Korea.
So 2 in 3.
But I'm saying that. The thing is that you need the person leading the line because to succeed at the World Cup, just looking at simple trend analysis, your lead marksman has to be scoring 4 and over.
Yeah.
4 and above for your team to go far.
The only exception was Giroud.
Who didn't score, but he had other players. So which means that
Giroud and Givash
and Stefan Givash.
Yes.
But so the meaning that is either your number 9 is scoring
and Fabregas, please,
or other people can get goal. Anyway, guys, let's wrap it up. 6 after 10. We have to do total English football. We beg you, total English people, forgive us. We are signing out. My name is Nathan. I did this with Raymond Yamado, Kelvin Owusu-Ansah, Coach Kwabena Danso. Rexona is made for motion. Go out, try Rexona. It has 72-hour lasting power. And also remember, tonight before you sleep, brush your teeth. Do the 2 with Pepsi, then brush every morning and every evening. That's our sporty breakfast for the day. We'll catch you later. Keep your doors locked on Sporty.